This is Beck Bamberger
with the latest in
San Diego business
news. There may be one step
We interrupt our program to bring
you this important message.
Last night I came back from one of those mental health camping trips, where all you bring, electronic-wise, is an emergency radio and a digital camera. Other than what I'm about to tell you, it was actually insanely good for my health. I was struggling with my job for a little bit, and, let's be honest, I was also struggling with life in general, but was finally able to simply relax in what felt like the first time in years, to be honest. I came back a new person, a fresh slate to write the rest of my life on. I later found out I came back a new person in a more literal way. The camping part went smoothly. I enjoyed some fishing, cooked with a campfire, met some other people on their own retreat as well. You know, the normal camping stuff. I also took lots of pictures. A week after I arrived, I packed up all my things and went back to my truck, ready to go back to my home. The ride back went smoothly, but I do have to admit that first night of sleeping in my own bed, rather than a cot, felt so fucking good. I woke up this morning and decided to go through my photos before heading into work to see what I wanted to download to my computer and what I wanted to trash. This is where things get odd. The first picture was of me with a group of about 6 other people. I don't remember a single one of those guys. All of their faces were blurred out, like they'd turned their heads swiftly right as the picture was being taken of them. We all had our hands around each other, and the girl next to me was getting really close and personal with my waist. But I don't remember a single one of them. This catches me off guard. I just know I went camping alone, but from the looks of these pictures, I can see my tent in the background with a couple other tents placed there too, all in perfect condition. It felt like I was staring at an alternate reality, like what could have been if I went with a group. Eventually, I shrug it off as maybe drinking a little too much one night and forgetting about a group of wanderers that just set up with me for the night. You know, a lousy excuse that made me feel less insane. Eventually, I scroll through the rest of the pics. Some of them are things I remembered, like fishing and cooking, but they always had other people in it, as if they were removed from my memories, and, like always, their faces were blurred. Now I go to the second day's worth of pictures. At the start of the day, there seems to be the same picture as before, except the guy all the way to the left wasn't in the picture anymore. Just simply gone. Again, the same process continues. The rest of the pictures that day are the ones I remember, but simply with more people added into the mix that I don't. I look at the next day, and another person disappears. The next day, another one disappears, and then another. Again, another goes, continuing the process until there is just me and this woman left, her arms around my waist, hugging me with a blurred face. I noticed that all of the tents were still there, but tattered, as if they just got out of a storm. Except mine, which was perfect. Now I'm beyond freaking out, trying to make sense of what happened. Who were they? Where did they go? What's happening? Why don't I remember? I look down at my watch and notice that I have been pondering over these photos for way too long, and was a couple of hours late for work. I shoved the camera into my bag, and since I was already dressed, I ran to the car. I get into the office about half an hour later, walking in disheveled. I got a few looks from some of my employees, but shrugged them off, heading to my office. One of them walks up to me to ask me something I don't think I'll ever forget. "Where's your wife?" "My wife?" Yeah. Her and the rest of management. You guys all went on a retreat, and you're the first one to come back." I look at my desk and notice a picture with all 7 of us from the original photo. I quickly open up my camera and go back to the first photo, matching the bodies up with each other to confirm their identities. Sure enough, they were the management that I worked with. But I still did not remember a single one of them. I scroll to the last photo I have taken and see me, only me, and 6 blurred bodies hanging suspended from trees behind me, with their heads all forcefully bent in a 90-degree angle. I noticed that my hands were both well within a few of the pictures as my blood went cold. Who was taking all the pictures?
And now a word from our sponsors.
VENATOS.
Spooktober 2022 is proudly sponsored by Press Start Productions' favorite, VENATOS. VENATOS has made this spooky season a little less scary with their quality gaming equipment and their ghoulishly good customer service. You won't be haunted with issues, as the VENATOS staff is always available to help with their expert and kind assistance. Even the undead can stand behind. If you're looking to upgrade your setup and want to do it in an affordable way, then look no further. As an added bonus, VENATOS is offering all members of the Press Start family an additional 10% off all of their orders when you use code pressstartmom at checkout. So, don't be afraid. Go to venatos.com today. You know you want to.